The issue that will be discussed is how the lack of housing affects foster care youth. By a raise of hands, how many people know what the term aging out means? Based off of research, I will be informing you on how financial instability, the lack of education, and social support contribute to homelessness in foster care youth. These factors contribute to the lack of housing and are the result of aging out. Once foster care youth age out, they may not have the financial means to support themselves. These youth may not be able to afford rent and necessities due to earning low wages or not having reliable transportation to a job. This can lead to being stuck in a cycle of poverty. When teens turn 18 before graduating high school, they are less likely to graduate due to aging out of the foster care system. Once they reach 18, they are left to support themselves. Also, ethnicity plays a role in financial instability since most youth who do not graduate high school are minorities. According to racial/ethnic disparities and mental health service use for older foster care youth and foster care alumni by Margarita Villagrana, educational attainment has important implications for racial/ethnic minority youth as African Americans. Foster care alumni have been less likely to earn a high school diploma and earn wages below the poverty level than their white counterparts, who have income levels 3 times above the poverty level. This means that youth who are considered a minority have a higher chance of struggling to afford housing once they leave foster care. Another cause of housing instability for youth in foster care is the lack of social support. Most teens go off to college and still live at home or get financial support from their parents or guardians. They also get encouragement to continue when stressors may occur in life amongst support with other issues. This is not the case for foster care youth. According to Out of the Systems and Onto the Streets, LGBTQ identified youth experiencing homelessness with past child welfare system involvement. By Forge et al., in 2015, approximately 21,000 youth in the United States became emancipated, commonly referred to as aged out from the foster care system, neither being adopted or reunified with their family of origin, and were therefore expected to live independent lives. This means that socially they do not have a family to help them transition emotionally, and that whatever they need financially comes from themselves and no one else. Not everyone sees foster care homelessness as an issue. Some may argue that graduating from high school is a personal choice or that social support isn't necessary. Another point of view is that foster youth know they are aging out, so therefore they should prepare themselves before it happens by getting jobs earlier on and saving money. The final argument is that there are programs out there to help foster youth when making the transition and aging out. According to Employment Aid for Youth Aging Out of Foster Care, extending one-stop career centers to include a division for foster care youth by HENIC, the Foster Care Independence Act, which established the CHAFE Foster Care Independent Living Program, provides up to $140 million a year in funding for life skills, employment preparation, housing, and extension of Medicaid, among other things, for foster care youth through the age of 21 at the state's option. There is also an additional $44.7 million provided under the Act for vouchers for education and training. This means that the government does provide funding for foster care youth to make the transition easier, and that the lack of housing falls on the youth because of their own decisions.